All right, so this is station 9. This is an awesome one too. I like to call it the carbon snake. And you guys maybe have seen something similar to this, messing around with fireworks every year. So what I've done is in my metal pan, I've added about a tablespoon of sand. That's gonna kind of act as an insulator for this. This one does take a little bit longer. And then in this little weight boat, I've mixed a teaspoon of sugar, which will act as my carbon fuel, and a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is get my sand ready to be lit on fire. It also kind of acts as a substrate for me to add some more fuel to it. Notice that there's not a reaction on this one because there's a lot of things that happen. It's not very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak my sand pretty well with my Zippo fluid. Zippo fluid is just basically the same refill stuff that you guys would put in a butane lighter. Okay, so I've got it good and soaked so that sand will start on fire and then stay insulated. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead into the middle of that sand. I'm going to add my sugar baking soda mix. And then the fun part, I'm gonna light that on fire. And again, this is where it gets kind of lengthy because it does take a couple minutes for the reaction to take place. Just gotta heat up to a certain temperature. So we'll go ahead and just watch that burn for a second. You guys can already see some of the sugar kind of burning on the edges. Definitely can smell kind of that roast marshmallow smell as well. You guys obviously noticed heat from the fire, you know that's there. You guys can see the reaction starting to take place. This is where I get the little term carbon snake. Once it gets going a little bit better, I'll get your video in a little bit closer. So our reaction's almost out. We're almost out of sugar fuel. So I can kind of lift this off and see what I came out with. There's this little snake, as we like to call it. It's Very soft. Okay. All right, so again, that is station 9.